Right, back with another video. Obviously at the end of my last video I did, you can see that it's to do with, what did I do? Oh, the window switch in the last video. Need a shave as well. The end of the last video I said I'm going to fit a steering wheel cover to my cabriolet. So we'll spin you around and I'll talk you through a few bits. Right, so here's the steering wheel cover. I've gone with red stripe, red stitching. Obviously you've got the red clocks, and the fabric kind of matches my seats. Obviously this is off AliExpress, so there are a few imperfections, but we can work with those. The first, around this edge, I've had to cut a load of fabric off because when you meet it up, it was just too baggy. There was too much fabric there to start. So in the pack, I think it cost me 10 quid, and which isn't overly expensive if it all goes wrong. So you get your steering wheel cover, a little tool for tucking in around the edges, load of double-sided tape, thread, and 2 needles. So first up, like I say, we've got to do a bit of working on it. So you've got your original stitching line, you got this line here, and these match up nicely, and you need to get your stripe central. So that needs tucking in, that needs tucking in before we start stitching. I am going to be doing this, for me, over a few days because of working between clients. So what I plan to do this morning is get this all stuck down and in place. Another imperfection I have noticed is round here. It's far too much fabric there to be able to tuck in. So once I get down there, I'm gonna have to cut a section out of here so we can get it to tuck in around the wheel. So there's just a lot there. And another slight bit is round under here as well. I don't know how I'm gonna get that to sit. I might just pull that round and stitch it on. But obviously it's not something that can be done one-handed, definitely not. So I need to get some tape stuck on here to hold this all in place, and then we can go from there. So I'll be back with you once I've got some tape marked up. Right, so yeah, I've got tape on there. We're just gonna have to work our way around steadily, doing each section at a time. I've got tape front and back. There's tape there, there's tape around the back of here. So are we going to start there? No, I think we'll start with these around the buttons. I think what I'm going to do with this bit this side is tuck that round under there and then pull this over the top of it. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. But so that will stick round under there, then pull that over the top. Then we've still got the thread we can match up. So we need to get this tucked in. And yeah, I went to university, and I did jewellery design at university. Did some sewing and stuff with my GCSEs, quite art based. So right, anyway, that's enough about my education. Let's get back to this. So yeah, we'll start by tucking this all in. Just a second. Right, so we're tucked in round here. This is people that do this for a living, fair play to them. I'm not even started yet and I'm having troubles. So yeah, I've got a bit of a kink here, which hopefully as I'm stitching we'll pull it out. But I'm going to need to go around and take the rest of this tape off. Like I say, I'm going to be doing this in stages. I would like to, hopefully in this stage, get at least from the centre down to here stitched. Right, I need to get the rest of this tape off, which again is an easy one-handed. No, I'm gonna have to go for 2 hands. Back in a mo. Right, it's bloody awful. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is the tape is just there as a guide, and once I start stitching I can start moving the fabric around to match the stitching up and peel it away from the double-sided tape. It's literally just there just to hold it in place. It's not a permanent kind of fixture. That's the impression I'm getting anyway. So just have to work with it. I'm going to, where shall I start? I think I'm going to start here and go around this way, and then I'll do another one, start there and go around that way. So let's get the needle loaded up and see how we get on. Right, so I've got a bit of thread, more than twice the length of there to there. I've just tied it off in a knot there, and then if we look at the original stitching, it's literally zigzag, zigzag. So I'm going to go from there to there, across, 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 across. Why do I start these things? It'll look good when it's finished, I promise. Right, let's start a bit of stitching. Again, can I do this one-handed? So, first stitch there. Pull it all through. Then we're going across to that one. Pull it tight. Then through this one. Pull it tight through the back. Pull it tight through the front. Right, yeah, I need two hands. This has to be pulled tight as you're doing it, but you get the gist. I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, I've unpicked this and started again, because the stitch pattern that I was doing I did not like. So what I've changed to now is going from the back all the way through and under the front, all the same stitch, which is difficult to do with the left hand and holding a camera. Oh, come on. Under there and through and pull it tight. It's just making a better finish, although I have actually missed one just here, but hey ho, I'm not unpicking all that again. So yeah, just do that again, through there, through there, and pull. Focusing on my shoes. So yeah, it could be tidier, but I'm not professional. Anyway, need to crack on and see how far we get. Right, we're getting there. It's actually quite therapeutic, to be honest. I'm finding it therapeutic. Some people might find it very frustrating. It's one of those jobs where once you get into the swing of your stitch and knowing where you're going, it is a lot easier. So obviously this was the first section I did. You can see the stitching's all over the place, different lengths, pulled different tightnesses. And then this is the second section that I've just started on, a lot more consistent. So I'm going to continue with this. I might probably unstitch all that and redo it again, but I want to get the whole wheel done first, and then I might go back and do bits. So yeah, we're getting there. Bit saggy just here, but hopefully we can move that around and poke it in a bit. It's just slow, steady, see how you go. So yeah, we'll keep going. Right, that's this whole section done around to here. David Baxendale, I'm in the middle of filming and you keep sending me messages. Told you I'd give you a shout out. Anyway, next section. It's not too bad. Yeah, like I say, my stitching is all over the place. It's difficult when you get up into these corners because it's quite tight, but we are getting there. I'm going to spin the steering wheel around and start the next section. Right, now we come to the tricky bit, because this has got far too much fabric. I don't know how I'm going to work this. I'm going to have to pull that round, I think. I think what I'm going to have to do is start stitching, pull that round, start stitching, and then I'm going to have to cut this somehow, maybe with a craft knife, carefully, put something down behind it, cut it with a craft knife, just so it's enough to tuck in to here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Just start stitching, and we'll work it out. Right, section 3 is complete. It's not beautiful. Well, it's not ugly, but it could be better. Getting around these lumpy bits here and here, where you've got line in your steering wheel, is difficult. Yeah, see, I've opted for I'm going to cut this later. It's got that section to do around there. Then there's a few kinks and stuff, but I think, oh no, that's shadow. That's just a shadow. But so once I've started, it's got used to my hands on it. I've got a bit of a kink here. I need to try and push that under there a bit more. But we're winning. We're winning. Yeah. Right, last section. Right, that's the stitching all done. I'm not a professional. I'm 80% happy with the outcome. I think over time, the way the stitching is, it will move and tighten and sit into place a bit. It's better than it was. Spin you around. So yeah, you see, like, we're baggy round here. The light doesn't actually help, because that there looks like it's baggy and it's not. It's just a little shadow. But I think over time, and using the steering wheel, it will all just move around a little bit and sit into place. There's not a lot. The double-sided tape isn't massively sticky. I have got an issue behind here. I've still got flappy bits. Don't know how I'm going to sort that out on this one. Don't know really what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do something. Maybe tape it down or glue it down. I don't know. And then I've just got this bit round here to sort out, which I can't do at the moment because I haven't got a craft knife with me. But I'm just going to cut excess off of here, and then I can tuck it in round under here. So it feels a lot better. It looks okay. I'm not massively impressed. It's my skills that I'm not impressed with. I'm going to now get a shadow. But we'll see how it sits over time, and like I say, it might settle. Worth a go. Got to be worth a subscribe just for the effort that I've put in. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here because I've got to get on with work, and I need to work out somehow how to cut this bottom section. And I'll see you all in the next video. Like, subscribe, share. See you soon.